9. Closed captioning.
Channel 2, and recorded what was happening as one of the tornadoes was actually hitting the downtown metro area. Now, if you look closely, I know this is rain shrouded and you can't see very well, but you can see a bit of a rotation there. You can also see debris flying. See that right there? Debris flying through the air. You can also see at times some of the electrical charges. Looks like maybe some transformers are blowing. So some dramatic video out of the Nashville, Tennessee metro.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the Weather Channel on this Friday morning, the 17th of April. I'm Bruce Edwards. This is Vivian Brown.
Good morning.
As we got a rough start over parts of the Appalachians and then the Piedmont of the Carolinas and Virginias this morning as well. That stormy weather sliding through, and we still cleaning up from the damage of yesterday. And I was thinking, being the golfer that I am, golf fan, I should say, maybe. The PGA Tour stop is in Hilton Head this weekend. They started playing yesterday, and I think the early starters this morning will have the best bet of it because they should get in maybe before the storms hit later today.
That's right. You saying Hilton Head?
That's right, Hilton Head. And the ladies, by the way, equal time. They're up in Myrtle Beach playing today. So again, the early starters get the better of the deal, I think.
That's right, because the tornado watch is in effect this morning for upstate South Carolina, but we could watch those storms moving into the coastal areas later today. We also have a report of severe thunderstorm warning for parts of northeast Georgia. We'll show you a close-up radar in just a moment. Right now, though, let's check out the damage of yesterday. Boy, was it a violent day yesterday weather-wise. We had numerous reports of tornadoes over central Tennessee, the downtown Nashville area. We had reports of the streets just littered with glass and car parts and building parts all over the place. It was really, really a messy situation over the central parts of Tennessee yesterday, including the downtown Nashville area. Now, each of these red triangles represents tornadoes, and the blue dots representing hail and high wind reports. So, very violent situation yesterday as storms rumbled across the Tennessee Valley. Now, that same area, or the same system, if you will, is moving across the Carolinas this morning in northeast Georgia. A tornado watch remains in effect for the northeastern parts of Georgia and upstate South Carolina for another couple of hours or so, as these thunderstorms that we've been watching this morning have the potential to create tornadoes. Here's a look at the radar out of the area. Atlanta, you have reports of rain this hour. No thunderstorms. The thunderstorms are generally to your north around the Gainesville area, moving off toward the east at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. Let's zoom in on this area because these thunderstorm cells have warranted severe thunderstorm warnings, Cherokee County as well as Forsyth County. So really a nasty situation this morning. One thunderstorm cell has developed right here just west of Gainesville. This is the one Cherokee and Forsyth County, and just northeast of Gainesville another thunderstorm cell. So very dangerous situation this morning over the extreme northeastern parts of Georgia. If you are in the path of these severe thunderstorms, you want to take cover immediately. When thunderstorms are occurring, of course, lightning poses a serious danger. You want to stay indoors and away from windows and exterior walls. Do not use the telephones or electrical appliances. And if you're boating, certainly you want to, well, you wouldn't be boating, well, maybe around the Lake Lanier area. This is in the general vicinity, so be on the lookout. You want to definitely get to land quickly and find shelter. You don't want to actually go out boating this morning over Lake Allatoona or Lake Lanier with these storms moving through the region. Let's zoom back out as we show you the bigger picture. These storms again across northeast Georgia and stretching across the state border into the western parts of South Carolina, upstate South Carolina, the Piedmont region. And this thunderstorm cell looks very ominous between Greenville and Columbia, right along Interstate 26. Now, if you are traveling along I-20 and then you have to cut down south on 26, then be on alert because we've had some very heavy rain, embedded storms across this region, cross over the state border, and you still run into the wet conditions from Charlotte, North Carolina up to Greensboro, and it has been persistent, the heavy rain across this region. And even as you head farther north toward our nation's capital in Baltimore, moderately heavy rain coming in from the south side. Lightning has been a major problem too. Of course, lightning strikes are very dangerous. One of the most dangerous aspects of severe thunderstorms could be lightning. Very deadly here, and the lightning strikes are still very obvious with these thunderstorms as they move across the region. The national radar shows the bulk of the storms are down south across the Carolinas, but we do have some moisture to the north with the dew points already in the mid-50s all the way to Boston and New York, and with a warm air in place, there is the threat of some thunderstorm activity. New York City, Philadelphia, but we think there's a greater threat for the more intense and severe storms across the mid-Atlantic and the southeast, right out ahead of this surface cold front, the jet stream in the general vicinity. Behind it, we have fair skies at St. Louis. A beautiful day is shaping up in St. Louis, partly sunny with a high of 58. Should get up to about 55 today in Chicago with sunny conditions, so very nice. And widespread light snow expected out through the Rockies. With more details on your forecast, here's Bruce.
Alrighty, the weather maps show up at midday today. We will see the rain and the thunderstorms ahead of our frontal system. Again, the northern part will show some progress. The southern part will not. It'll just hang in there, so areas that could get fairly soaked here. As the front slips south of Atlanta by early this evening, we see a low pressure trough here that'll help with the scattered flurries and snow showers and into the Rockies, but nothing extremely heavy. Now to the northeast, we're going to see rain and thunderstorms marching through the northeast corridor. Now, some of the storms could be strong around Boston and around New York. Get around Philly and D.C., we could see some severe weather here. But a much quieter but cooler day in Pittsburgh at 59. Detroit should be about 54 and partly sunny today. The front dangles through the deep south, so once again, some thunderstorms this morning for Atlanta. Should push down towards Macon later on today. Charlotte, thunderstorms towards Raleigh-Durham. Quiet in Florida. Should be okay in Hilton Head for most of the day before the storms move in later on this evening. Again, the light precipitation in the Rockies will be found. Sunshine in the southwest, 73 in L.A. A little cooler, San Diego, 67 degrees, but still dry. That's the big news. And then through the upper plain states, once again, behind the front, while temperatures will be cool, at least we'll see a little bit of sunshine, and more importantly, it'll be dry in the Ohio Valley to allow some of those floodwaters to recede.
Well, stay with us here on the Weather Channel. Coming up in just a moment, we'll check on the highways and byways for you, travel-wise, up next.
Baseball's a simple game, guys. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. It's about the smell of the grass, the feel of a bat in your hand, the satisfaction of knowing you gave it your all.
Okay, practice is over, guys. Any questions?
Yeah.
Who handles contract negotiations?
What about a signing bonus? When do I get my big shoe deal?
Change is bad. The Hershey bar, unchanged since 1899.
Brooks Brothers Eyewear by Luxottica. What do you want people to see?
I want you to see wisdom in a lucky man.
I want you to see that tradition doesn't have to be traditional.
Let them see you in Brooks Brothers Eyewear by Luxottica.
If you're going to find a dandelion anywhere around here, it's going to be in the neighbor's yard, not mine. Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2 eliminates the weeds. The lawn is very thick and luxurious. Turf Builder Plus 2 is